Hey guys, MapleStory 2 is coming out in exactly 1 month. Well, more like 20 days if you have a Founders Pack, so it's kind of pay to play. I want to take some time today to talk about MapleStory 2 and what they plan to bring to us during the fall and winter. And just to get this out of the way, I'm so excited for MS2. As I told you guys in my updates video, MS2 is going to be my new main game. But not to worry, I'll still make MapleStory 1 videos here and there. So you guys already know what my answer is going to be, but I'll remain objective in regards to this video. Is MapleStory 2 worth playing? I think it depends on what you're looking for. For all intents and purposes, MS2 is just MapleStory 1 polymerized with Minecraft, and if you remember what kind of game Minecraft is, you can make the conclusion that MS2 is going to be MS1 but for a more casual audience. I mean, if it wasn't already implied by the cutesy chibi anime style and the bright blocky textures and appearance, then well, now you know. The main differences between MS1 and MS2 are few and far between from the gameplay perspective. You kill monsters, you do quests, gain experience, level up your stats and skills, get better equips from quests, dungeons, and bosses, upgrade set equips, there you go. What differs are the activities in MS2. There's way more to do besides killing mobs and stuff, and that to my opinion is the largest contributor to player burnout and boredom in MS1. MS2 fosters a relaxing and casual environment for players who want a little something other than mindless tasks such as housework, fishing, and a bunch of other mini-games. Additionally, there's a whole new level of depth to character customization than in MapleStory 1. You can actually make your own designs for outfits outside of the game and essentially 3D print it into MapleStory 2. In fact, a lot of people make Twitter posts about the new designs, and I really love the ones where they transcribe like an anime character into MapleStory 2. Great attention to detail, you should see some of the outfits they make. There's overall just more to do in MS2 during downtime, and with the new release comes heavy socialization and camaraderie, which I'm sure many are looking forward to, just like back in the days of pre-Big Bang. Oh, and there's also PvP and player killing, which means you can test your equips and mechanics against other players. There are also some areas in the overworld that are actual combat zones, and I can imagine a lot of guilds doing turf wars or whatever. That'd be a pretty cool thing to see. Let's compartmentalize the different audiences for MS2 just to make it easier to break the video down in an easy to understand way. The current MapleStory 1 player base, I'm gonna say no. MS1's community has been adapting and adjusting to a much more progress-based gameplay and are hard focused on improvement like getting better gear and better damage, taking out the high-level bosses, and further strengthening your character to be the very best like no one ever was. I already spoke to content creators for MS1 and also just talked to players in-game, and a lot of them said that they would give it a try but probably never pursue the game any further. MS2 does have a competitive aspect to it just like MS1, but the way I think most players see it, if they're already established and invested into MS1, why bother doing that in MS2? From the standpoint of players who play MS1 more casually and want a new change of pace, I think they're going to be very pleased with MS2. Just by playing in Korea in the closed betas for global MS2, I realized just how much potential for growth the game has. It's definitely a lot more limited in terms of skills and abilities, and we don't have all the crazy attacks and flashy skills from MS1, but that may not be a bad thing. You don't need a lot of super awesome explosive abilities to have good combat systems. Look at MOBAs like League of Legends and Dota who can keep you engaged and entertained for years on end with just 4 skills and 2 summoner spells. So I think it depends on the type of player you are in MapleStory 1. But I don't think too many active players in MS1 will migrate over to MS2 because MS2 is definitely way more laid back and intended to be more of a social game than an actual hardcore MMORPG. Old MapleStory players. This entails the players who used to play MapleStory but no longer play anymore, whether they quit during Big Bang or in 2013, 2015, or 2017, whatever. I can foresee a ton of old MapleStory players to give MS2 a try. In fact, I don't need to prophesize it, there's already people who used to play MS1 coming back just to play MS2 for a new, fresh experience. The graphics are updated, clean, and cute. The blocky textures are a bit controversial, but overall everyone enjoys the 3D aspect of the game. All the fun activities you can do such as fashion designing, building your house, playing mini-games, fishing, or simply just hanging out and exchanging conversations give you more to experience than in MapleStory 1. Sure, there were a few things you could have done and players would make their own games or endeavors, but in MS2 they are part of the game. Players didn't enjoy MS1 back in the day for gameplay, hell no. They loved MapleStory because of the social aspect. Being able to interact with players all over the world back in 2005 was a novelty, and the best memories were made not killing monsters or bosses, but chatting and AFKing in Hennessy's, Kerning City, Pyrion, or the Orbis ship. You get to do that again in MS2, only more, and I think old players will be happy to experience the gameplay as well because it's been simplified a ton. So many people lost interest by how big the damage numbers were, how crazy the skills and equipment have become, which led to the pay-to-win stigma for MS1. MS2 will have that as well, but even so, the gameplay has been streamlined like back in the day. It's going to be a nice breath of fresh air. Now for the audience who hasn't experienced MapleStory 1 at all, I think it's going to be half and half. MS2 is not going to be like your typical MMORPG, Black Desert Online, Blade and Soul, Final Fantasy XIV, World of Warcraft. MS2's graphics are the anime chibi style instead of realistic, and that may not interest players, but that may also draw players in. So many MMORPGs today are all about fantastic realism and how your characters can look so human, and the wondrous world, spectacular boss fights with intense action and activity. MS2 looks like you just stepped into a world of Legos. That's different, it's a different experience. There's depth to the story and boss fights can still be intense, but the game is so cute you can't really take it seriously. It's lighthearted, and despite everything looking kind of dumbed down, there's a ton of stuff in it that you can look into. Minecraft became a super popular game not because of its graphics, far from it, but because of the concept. No one cared about how Minecraft was literally a 16 or 32-bit game with disjointed boxes for players and mobs. There was just so much to do and so much to create that you can play the game for hours without getting bored. MapleStory 2 is kind of the same way. It may not have any new concepts, but it's ostensibly innovative in the game's design. You don't see MMOs in this fashion nowadays at all. MS2 is a sandbox MMORPG. Your experience is dependent on your choice. You can be a player who wants to take the try-hard route and party up with friends, train characters, and get strong equipment. Or you can be the person that likes to lounge around with friends, pimp your house out, dance the night away, go fishing, or do some fashion contests, I don't know. I definitely think this could be a nice change of pace for players. The chibi anime style isn't for everyone, and it may not look like anything special, but the game is different. It's nothing like MapleStory 1. I think no matter what audience you come from, at least give it a try. Pick it up for a week or two. I used to be a hardcore top level player in MS1, but I packed my stuff up and I'm moving over here. We're both competitive and casual players alike looking for something outside of their routine. Maybe this might be it for you. You can never cast judgment if you never tried it. My final answer, is MapleStory 2 worth playing? Yes, it's a new experience, and whether that experience is good or bad, it's worth downloading and picking it up. Back in 2015, I didn't think MS2 was going to be that great, but after trying it out for myself in KMS2 and closed beta GMS2, I fell in love and I want more. You guys should try it out yourself if you haven't tried either of the closed betas. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what your reason is for playing or not playing MS2, and be sure to leave a like on the video. I'm going to be live streaming a ton of MapleStory 2 and also making videos on it, and I'm super excited. Since it won't come out for a month, I apologize if there isn't a lot of content on my channel during September, but you can bet your ass I'll no-life this game when it comes out. I look forward to seeing you guys in game, and let's have a good time. It's going to be interesting. See you in the next video. Take care.